There, it's on. Okay. I've received notice that our disaffiliation agreement will be sent to our legal representative in the upcoming weeks. It needs to be signed and sent back by April 15th. We have until June 30 to get all our payments in to the conference, which is our pension, liability, and our apportionments. Overall, it's been a pretty painless ordeal. That being said, now comes the hard part. Who and what are we? There are two options available. The first option would be go independent. This will require legal intervention and needs to get started as soon as possible. We would need to become a 501c3, and that through the IRS, and this alone probably will cost between $3,000 and $5,000. Once this is accomplished and after articles of incorporation are amended, we would need to change absolutely everything to the new entity. We would also have to create bylaws, a book of discipline to set up rules and guidelines for running the church, and officers for the nonprofit organization. This requires a lot more yearly reporting and cost for our pastor, secretary, treasurer, etc. The other option is to join an established group such as the Global Methodist. I know there are several different groups to join, but I do not personally know who or what they are. Therefore, I'm asking if there's an interest in looking at other groups, that people step up and help do some research on them and bring it back to the congregation. Being in a group, so to speak, means that most of the work would be done at the head office of the group. Just like the independent option, we still have to change everything to a new entity. Another issue is, what are we going to call ourselves? I'm going to put together, and it'll be at the back of the church next week, a box with a simple 2-question questionnaire that I'd like everyone to fill out. Put it as an attachment in the weekly email. What this will include is just a simple, where do you want to go? Do you want to be independent or go with an established congregation or organization? There will also be a place for you to put a suggestion for the new name that we want to call ourselves. I would ask that everyone sign it so that we can check off your name on the list, and whoever has not either filled out a questionnaire here or sent one in via email, those names that are still not checked off, we'll send them a little note in the mail so that everyone that's a member of this church will have an opportunity in the say of which direction we go. Plus it'll save postage. This will be open to any member and any regularly attending parishioner of this church. You do not have to be a member. I do ask that you be an adult. I mean, I wouldn't want Millie or Charlie or somebody telling us what to call the church. So anyway, simply put, please be thinking which direction you want to go in the next week or two. Give it some serious thought. Give us suggestions for names. And, you know, we may pick the top 2 or 3 and take a vote. We haven't got that far yet. But anyway, there's a lot of work that's going to have to be done here. It's just not simply leaving the United Methodist Church and it's over. So I'm asking for a lot of help, a lot of input, because honestly, I don't think I'm smart enough to do this. Some of this, it's beyond me. There's a lot of legalities that I know nothing about. So, prayers for the church. Again, we'll start the questionnaire next week, and it'll be at the back of the church. So, yeah. I've discussed this with Greg. He has not applied for a nonprofit for a very long time, so he's talked to other lawyers. It's quite an ordeal. It's not a simple, hey, we want to become a nonprofit. You know, it's lots of stuff that's involved. That's the cons to being by yourself. Also being by yourself, you're your own boss, so to speak. You get to make your own decisions. Going with a group, they have to do all the work. But you know, just probably with any organization you decide to go with, you know, you have to fund things. So, a lot to think about. We need to be, if you're going nonprofit by yourself, though, we need to be getting it done. Because as of July 1, we are no longer a nonprofit unless you get all this accomplished. So, see, that's stuff I don't know about. Um, you know, until you get that 501c3, are your donations tax deductible? I don't know. So there's just lots of unknowns, and it's IRS. And I did pull off a couple forms off the IRS website, and wow, yeah, it's going to take a legal intervention to get this done. Really? Okay. There you go. At least your dollars will be. So, we'll probably be having lots of meetings, maybe a Sunday night evening meeting, whatever, to decide what we're going to do. But a lot of unknowns. I wish I had more answers for people, but now the hard work begins. But we will be disaffiliated, you know, because they are sending it. All we got to do is sign it. It goes back to them. The conference meets. They approve the churches that are going to be let out. They'll sign the agreement, send it back to us. It's a done deal. We got to get hopping on something here. Yes. They are going to have another speaker come to Cedar. I told them, you know, Greg said that anyone's invited to come. He doesn't know which way Cedar's going either. I'm just saying the disaffiliation part was the easy part now. Now the work comes in, so. The goal is to stay together. Cedar and Fremont's goal, yes, yes. Well, I mean, they may have a night that they want to, you know, but do we need to go the same way? Probably. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm just not in the know of how to do this and get it accomplished. Kind of got thrown into this, not knowing anything. So, there will be a box next week. You can start putting your thoughts together. Let us know which direction we need to go. So, that's all for now. Unless anyone else got any other questions, let's go. Yes.